hello, friends. This is Kimberly, and I've got a bonus episode here for you today because I want to talk to you about podcasting. I want to have a frank conversation with you on why it could be the best business decision you ever make for your business. I know so many of you are trying to figure out how to grow your business right now. Maybe you have just opened, maybe you've even been open a while, or maybe you just want to start a business and you're already thinking through, like, how the heck do I grow online? Like, how do I get eyeballs on my business? How do I attract ideal clients? Today, I want to talk you through that because I think it's so important that you are intentional about the method that you choose to grow your business. So let's talk about it today. I really do believe that there are three non negotiables when it comes to you trying to figure out how to grow your business. Okay. And when I say trying to figure out how to grow your business online and what method to use, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to grow your business online, you can start a blog. Okay. You can be on social media a lot. You would need to. If you want to grow your business through social, you're going to have to be on it all the time, right? So social media, you could run ads through social media. That could be a way to get quicker exposure. You could start a YouTube channel and you could start a podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about why I think podcasting is the best one. But let's go through these three non negotiables for you. So as you choose one of these methods, it's intentional and you're picking one that is in alignment with you and will actually grow your business. Okay. So let's go through these. Number one, you have to pick one of those methods that I mentioned: blogging, social media, running social ads or ads everywhere, YouTube or podcasting. You have to pick one that fits this season of your life. So I ask you today, what season of life are you in? Okay. And only you know that. I mean, I could tell you if you told me about your life, I could tell you about your season, but you think about that right now. Do you have little kids? Do you have a full-time job? Are you homeschooling? Do you have a part-time job? Do you take care of elderly parents? Do you volunteer? Do you play pickleball? Do you play tennis? Do you play golf? Are you a runner? Do you work out all the time? Like, what are all the things that you're doing in your life? Like, really think about it and ask yourself, how much time do I really have to market my business? Y'all, it has to fit in this season of your life. So many of you are choosing one of those methods based on the marketing that's being thrown at you, or that you have just seen other people be successful with something and you're like sure that you can be successful at it too without thinking it through. Okay. You have to ask yourself, how much time do I have to really market my business? When do I have time to work on it? Like, think about a given week. When do you actually have time to work on your business? Maybe you do have full-time hours and you could work on it, and that's awesome. Okay. But what season of life are you in and how much time do you have? So please, please answer that question for yourself right now before we move on to the next one. Do you have it? Do you know what season of life you're in? Do you know how much time you have to market your business? Okay, so that's the number one non-negotiable, is that it can't be something that is outside of the amount of time that you actually want to put into this. Because you could say, I have all the time in the world and I can do this, but is that realistic for your life right now? You want to spend time with family, you want to do all those activities, you homeschool, you have a full-time career, you have a part-time career, like all the things. Like, be realistic about the time that you have and be intentional about the time that you want to work on this business. So that's number one. That's a non-negotiable, is that it cannot go outside of the time that you want to allot for this in your life. Okay. Number two, which of those methods feels the most authentic to you? When you think about blogging, social media, ads, YouTube, podcasting, which feels the most authentic to you right now? Okay. Now, one may seem scarier than the other. Let's not talk about nerves and being nervous about it. Let's talk about, like, actually when it comes to feeling aligned with who you are and your values and what you really want to be doing, how you want to put yourself out there. Okay? What feels authentic to you? I know when I was choosing podcasting, it was because I wasn't comfortable on camera yet. I wasn't a writer. I didn't want to deal with ads. I'd lost money in the past on ads with my boutiques when I'd done them for a little while. And I knew how expensive and difficult it was. And that was 5 years ago. And it's even way more expensive and more difficult now. Social media has never felt really amazing to me. I am on there. I do kind of look to see what's going on, but most of the stuff I noticed like yesterday, I just was like, what's going on Instagram? And I scrolled and it was literally everything was, you know, ads, pretty much ads. And then I had like a couple of my friends, maybe one or two posts, but a lot of it was just ads and other stuff that's being thrown at me. So it doesn't really feel authentic to me to be on social media all the time, like 24/7 doing stories and doing that. But I will tell you, there are some people that are amazing at it. They can post reels, they can do stories and all kinds of stuff, and they're awesome at it. And they have a great following. So there's people out there that are great at it. I'm just asking you, like, in all seriousness, which feels the most authentic to you? Okay. So, number one, non negotiable, it has to fit into the time that you have in this season of your life. Number two, the non negotiable is it has to feel authentic to you because if it's not, you're not going to keep doing it and people are going to be able to sense it and it's not going to work well. Okay. And number three, the other non negotiable is that you have to have a way of long form content. And I know you may be saying, what the heck is long form content? Well, content is what you put out into the world, things that you create for your marketing, right? There's short form and there's long form. Short form are like super quick videos, maybe a quick image post, a carousel post, anything that's short, that's not long, where people don't really get to know you. It's just some kind of like for dopamine hit or just a quick win. But is it really connection? That's what you have to ask yourself. Long form naturally, it's just innate, creates more connection, right? Like a blog, that's a long form of written content and it creates true connection. So you have to have some form like that. Or you could do YouTube videos that are 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. That's long form content. Podcast is long form content because people are listening to it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's not just a quick little post. So if you're going to do social media, you need to have some long form content on there so people really get to know you. Uh, but the negative is that even if you put long form content up there, it's a 5-minute video, it's a 10-minute video, it is short lived. It is short lived. It does not stay. It is not a way that's like evergreen. It's more for the now. So I'm asking you today to think about these non negotiables in your life for you and your personality and your skills and your gifts. How much time do you have? What feels authentic to you? And realizing that you have to have a form of long form content, that it's non negotiable. You can't just have short form content. Okay. To me, podcasting, y'all, is the obvious choice. Like there is no other. Now, the next closest one I would say would be YouTube. And I think YouTube's awesome. I actually started a channel. It's very small, but I started it partly because my clients were starting YouTube channels and asking me questions that I didn't really know. And I always get frustrated when I don't know stuff. So I was like, I got to figure it out. So I started my own channel. I've gone through you know, the motions of doing everything. And it's been fun. I've been doing it my way. I'm not doing it every week. Um, there's a lot to learn about optimization on the channel, about thumbnails, about editing, all the tips for that and what keeps people engaged. And so for me, it was just like podcasting was it. I knew that I could create the most impact that way. And because I love podcasts myself, I'm an avid podcast listener. I go on walks, I listen to podcasts. In the car, I listen to podcasts. I love it. I know some of the podcasters I listen to have video podcasts. There's a few where I'll put the YouTube video on, but for the majority of the time, it's through a podcast app. I'm listening. I get connected to people. I love it. I love podcasting. And so I was like, you know what? This is the way that I'm going to do it. So that's what I want you to think about today is what is the way that feels right for you and meets the criteria of those non-negotiables? If it's podcasting, then listen up because podcasting literally could be the slam dunk for you. There's so many great things about it. First of all, when people listen to you, they may listen to you for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So many podcast listeners tell me that they will listen to people all the way through or like 80% of the episode. I want you to think about how much more time that is than people who are scrolling on social media, right? You are bending someone's ear for 20 minutes and they're listening to you. Think about that for a minute, that you are garnering their attention for 20 minutes or so. Now, again, that can happen on YouTube, but people do speed up YouTube a lot. Sometimes they'll listen to maybe like if it's a video under 5 minutes, they may watch 50 to 70%. I've read on some of the stats, longer videos, 40 to 60%. Podcasting is a little bit more than that, which is awesome, which is great news. YouTube's algorithm, though, favors high click through and retention rates, which can encourage creators to produce shorter, more attention grabbing content over viewer engagement, over like, I don't know, I shouldn't have said viewer engagement, over like real connection. Does that make sense? Because it's starting to favor the stuff that's giving the dopamine hit. And that's not what podcasting is. It's long form that's creating connection, right? It builds your authority. It shows people that you know what the heck you're talking about, right? And it totally builds the know, like, and trust factor. Podcasting is awesome. It's definitely for you if you have a message to share and you want to impact lives with your voice. And here's the best news. I do it all in under 2 hours a week. I am able to record my episode, edit it, upload it in less than 2 hours, and like create my outline for my episode, like all of it, like everything, less than 2 hours a week. And I'm teaching you that inside my new program called the Pod Squad. But it's less than 2 hours a week. So it fits that non-negotiable of the time that I have for this business in my life that I'm creating. I'm creating time in my week for this business, but it's non-negotiable that I'm not going to go over that if I don't have to. Now, there will be some weeks where I have to do more. But no, I've set boundaries, right? It feels authentic to me, so it fits that non-negotiable and it's long form, right? So y'all, think about it right now. Even if you hate the sound of your voice, even if you're like cringing at the thought, podcasting is something that can be easily sustainable. Like you can set aside 2 hours a week to do this and share your knowledge, your expertise, your wisdom, your jokes, whatever it is that you do for people, right? You can do it super simple. I started with zero everything, zero audience, zero listeners, zero fans, zero. I started with literally zero everything and built it up. And so can you. And I didn't have to work that hard. I haven't been on a lot of podcasts. I haven't had a lot of outside guests. This is just raw, organic. This is what happened, right? And I'm looking at ways to grow and guest more and do things like that. But I'm just giving you the truth that I wasn't famous. I don't have a bazillion connections. And I was able to be successful and attract my right people. So that's really what it's about. It's not really about a numbers game anymore. It's about attracting your ideal listeners. And I know you can do that. So today, if you're listening and you're considering starting a podcast, I'm pulling back the curtains on every single thing I've done to grow my podcast. I have everything in there for you. You can read all about it. There's a link down below. You can also just go to KimberlyBrock.com/pod squad -beta, because this is a beta program. It means it's the first round I'm doing it. So it's Pod Squad -beta, and it's lowercase when you type those words, Pod Squad, which one word, Pod Squad -beta. But again, the link is below. You can read all about it. Jump in. Doors close on Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we have our first group kickoff call on Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time. I would love to have you in there, meet you. Let's talk about your podcast. Even if you're not ready to fully launch it just yet, I'm sharing with you everything on how to do it. And it's a 4-month program that we'll be together. So I think it will be amazing for you. And it will make you see that there is hope for how to grow your business online without selling your soul to social media and without spending hours and hours and hours on it and doing stuff that doesn't feel right for you. I think this is a great way. I think, again, let me just be clear. I think YouTube is awesome, but it takes a lot of time to create videos that are actually going to get found. And so you have to think about how much time you have. Maybe you have time for that. Well, doing a YouTube channel could be great. Now, I will say this. your podcast, you can have it recorded and post it on YouTube, and you can kind of kick off your YouTube channel that way with recordings of your podcast. So that is something to think about, and something that's really easy to do to kick off your podcast. So please reach out if you have any questions, hi@KimberlyBrock.com. And I would love to help answer them for you so you can make a decision on whether the podcast is right for you. I don't think it's right for everyone, but I think it's right for you if you want an authentic way that doesn't take a lot of time, that creates true connection. It's long form, evergreen content that lives on, and you can help people for years to come. Even if you stop the podcast in 2 years, it can live on. It's so awesome, and it can grow your business. I'm going to help you with your whole funnel and your email marketing to be able to get it growing. It's so exciting, and I can't wait to chat with you. So anyways, scroll down, get all the scoop in the link below, and I would love to welcome you in and see you on Wednesday for our first kickoff call. Okay, have a great day. Bye. Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.